Kalala Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Shem Rakakadash. The bottom to the apostles at Great Millstone. Salutes to the brothers teaching the word of sincerity and truth. This is another video here regarding the army in the UK here. It says London coronavirus. The army need to patrol London streets now more than ever. The police can't do it alone. Okay, argues reporter Ellie McKennell. I'm gonna read a little bit more of this. I'm gonna go straight into this, and then let's see. The use of the army at the start of the coronavirus lockdown was discussed everywhere, but in the end they were only deployed to help do testing and ship PPE around the place. So like we said, the army was there and they were being used, just like they were there in the 2012 Olympics, man. They had weaponry on top of flats, so they said they was going to do what that's what they had set up. So the army's already been here, and now this is the latest on the army that I've seen. It says now more than ever they should be deployed. We've got a stage where things have descended into near chaos, where anti-mask protests in Trafalgar Square, parties after 10 in the streets, and hints of panic buying in the supermarkets again. You're hearing this stuff. There are now hard rules that, if broken, can lead to fines, but the police don't have enough time or manpower to be everywhere at once. So this is going straight in. That's pretty much the article, I think. This is where the army should step in. I think there should be pictures here. With their training, soldiers should easily be able to disperse large, illegally gathered crowds and make sure everyone responsibly gets fined, freeing up precious police time to go and deal with real crime. So they basically want more martial law on the streets. And they said, we're not used to seeing a military presence on the streets, and they may make people think about the seriousness. And they're going to do this. This is all martial law. This is in the scriptures. I'm not going to read all of this, but as you can clearly see, man, the pushing. Look at this. Some people think that having the army on the street might be bad for morale, but quite frankly, there's not much of it left. And they keep bringing this up because that's what they do. Repeat. So they get it in your mind. You get it in your mind that the army's coming. So when they come, they're just there. The army's going to be on these streets, man. They could be here very soon. So we're talking about, there could be I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not even going to put dates because people, and I'm talking about this year, man. I'm talking about this year. Even this month, next month. So that's the article anyway. Right there, I'm going to read a couple of scriptures. And I'm going to read the same scriptures I usually use for this type of stuff here, because it's all in the spirit, man. Because 2 Ezra 15:17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Let me get this one here. I read this in the last one, but I'm going to read it again. Revelations 2:9. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Talking about us, the Israelites. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Right? The house of Satan. That's the rulers of this world. Amalek. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. So it is going to come to a circumstance where, they're going to try and declare people terrorists and all that for not wanting to get vaccinated, or mainly being because you say you're an Israelite, and that's why they keep pushing that black Hebrew Israelite thing. We're not black Hebrew Israelites. When you look at the Israelite sign, it's 12 tribes. We're different tribes of the nation of Israel, and black is a byword, man. They used that colour thing in the 1700s, so we're going to say the same things. So it just gets in your people's heads. black Hebrews and all that. No, man, we're Israelites. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Gad, Asher, Reuben, Zebulun, Issachar, all that. We don't identify by black. That means no one's black. Anyway, I'm kind of, pacing through, but I just wanted to make this real quick. Now, I've been doing a couple of videos on this army thing, because I'm telling you now, you're going to see tanks on your streets. You're going to see tanks going up and down your streets, or you're going to see army men up and down your streets. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. Now, you're going to see that, man. We've been, through the Spirit of the Lord, through the apostles, we've been saying that for years. Martial law. And it's happening, man. You're going to see it, man. Just keep looking, keep your eyes peeled, Don't be of the darkness. Ephesians 5:15. Let's get Ephesians 5:15 right quick. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Okay? You're gonna see these boys on your streets. These murderers, because that's what they are. Okay, you're gonna see them on your streets. So there you go. So they're saying to use the army because you had the anti-mask protests. That was the big thing. Apostle Todd done a video about it. They're going to have a hard time pushing the mark. Why do you think they got the army? They want to get the army. Okay? Because there's a lot of people out here. There's people with weapons. There's a lot of people with weapons in England. We're talking about guns. There's a lot of people with illegal guns and firearms in England. And then you got you got gun unit police officers that ain't come out yet. But then they're skipping all that and they're going straight for the army. They're not even, the gun unit police. They got special units. They got rapid response, but they're going straight for the army. So they know that these Elam over here, which is a lot of these. Some of them are Jakes. A lot of them are Jakes. You got them up in certain towns. A lot of them are armed. Okay. And obviously Jake are armed and all that. And that's why the push that, because Jake's carnal, man. But what the scripture says, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. But they're just gonna lock it down. And the majority, there's a lot of civilians, that not used to it. But they already see that there's rebellions going on. People are just not obeying. So they said we're gonna have to step it up. So there you go. Now, they're going to do this to keep putting these articles out. Why? Because they're going to do it. So with that, I'm going to say shalom, man.